It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The wait is finally... And we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Off the play fake. McConnell. And that's going to be incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McConnell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on 1st down. Powerful running. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McConnell. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 26 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he fends him off. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Come on, man. Let's go.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. That's going to be a good matchup for them, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it. Let's go!
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Stokes. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, a good move at the 5. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McConnell. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. McConnell. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Williams now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Rodgers, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that. Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. It's a pickup of 3, but still little work to do on third and goal. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! That's caught. Josh Oliver, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1. Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far. Roses now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on. I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more. Well, they disrupted already for 3 INTs. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. McConnell, he's got his tight end fan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action. McConnell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go. Let's go. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, McConnell. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw on 2nd down, McConnell, and it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Here we go. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting
and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers to throw once more. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season on.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Rodgers. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Couple of of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Aaron Stokes. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And partner of the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Rosas' kick is good. That will stretch the lead up to 13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McConnell. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 6 yards is the pickup, and now move to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. McConnell. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. 2nd and 8. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. And he's going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Terrell Lewis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. McConnell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark, his second sack of the night.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Oliver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, but coaches always talked about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Again, it's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to Packer pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. McConnell, he's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.